What is up, you guys? It is the biggest tone around coming to you with some story time Saturday today. I want to start off by saying sorry for being MIA for so long, man. I got a lot of homework that I had to do. I had things that I had to get caught up with, and also me just getting into some different stuff, along with me trying to figure out what I want to do with YouTube. I'm gonna give you guys a lot of content, man, and I'm excited about everything that I'm about to give you guys. I got so many things that I'm gonna show you guys, and it's gonna be released a lot in the next couple of weeks. I'm gonna be working hard and playing hard and gaming hard. That's what I'm gonna be doing. But I want to start off by saying I'm also playing with the spaz. I've been liking the shotguns lately, just checking those out a little bit. I kind of been working on my aim a little bit, so I'm a little off. I got a lot of new moves in this gameplay, as well as some what the heck's, like right here. I got that guy turn around like, who's shooting at me, guy in my face. I'm like, oh gosh, and I'm dead. But anyways, today's story is gonna be after I got into Papa John's. It was actually 2 weeks after I started working at Papa John's, and I was in the front. I answered phones a lot. A lot of customers are really rude, and they don't care who you are. They treat you like Papa John's, and that's why I have a lot of stories when it comes to dang, that lag though. I have a lot of stories when it comes to people in the Papa John's. So this lady, she actually called us, and she said, all right, I would like to order a pizza. I was like, all right, just another regular customer wanting to order a pizza. It's Papa John's, that's what we do. So I'm like, okay, what can I get you, right? And then no, first I have to get your information. So I'm asking for her phone number, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to give you guys her phone number. I know y'all probably want to call her, but anyway. So I asked for her address, and we don't deliver to her address, right? So I'm like, so she says, what? You guys don't deliver to my address? And then she like starts cussing in Spanish. She's like, la, 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 right? And I can understand Spanish. I was in Spanish one twice. I'm a genius in Spanish. The first thing you learn in Spanish is the cuss words, just around high school. But anyways, so she starts cussing me out in Spanish, and I'm like, girl, like in my head, I can't say this to the customer because I have good customer service. So in my head, I'm like, girl, what did I do? I ain't even. So she's like, I just seen one of you guys' trucks in my neighborhood, and y'all trying to tell me that you don't deliver to my address. I'm like, well, then that's when I was kind of stuck. I was like, well, I mean, I don't know why somebody was. I like it must have been some type of mistake, or the guy must have been lost or something. Cause I'm not sure how they got out there. So she was like, blah la 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 la. That's her cussing in Spanish, right? And her daughter gets on the phone. Her daughter's like, we just want a pepperoni pizza, and I'm like, well, I don't know what to tell you because we don't deliver to your address. So then so then the daughter is just like, mom, calm down, because the she's still in the background just going ham in Spanish like la la la. And so what ends up going down is she's like, you know what? We'll figure something out. We'll call you guys back. So then I get off the phone. I'm not thinking it's a big deal. I don't even tell my manager or anything like that. Then this girl calls back. She calls back and she's like, hello? And I'm like, yeah. She was like, y'all stupid people. Y'all gave me the wrong pizza. And I'm like, what? She was like, I ordered from you guys, and y'all gave me the wrong pizza. And I was confused as heck because I just told this woman we did not deliver to her address, and now she's telling me she got a pizza from us that was wrong. So in my mind, I'm like, all right, dang, we messed this all up. Go ahead, keep cussing me out in Spanish. I deserve it. This is what's gonna happen. I don't even care. But then what ends up happening is she's like, I want the right pizza and I want it now. So I'm like, all right, it's your money, you want it now type thing, that commercial, we could do that. So, but what's funny is she ordered online like 3 different orders. And what the online does at Papa John's is if we don't deliver to your address, they will put it under carry out so you could just come and pick it up. If we don't deliver to your, but if we do deliver to your address, they'll let it go normally. But since we didn't deliver to our address, they kept adjusting it to carry out. So what happened then was She ended up having like 3 orders there for carryout, and she called back and she was like, "You guys gave me the wrong pizza, and I'm upset, and blah 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 la la la." And I was like, "Okay, well, ma'am, I don't know what I can do for you except for tell you that you can come and pick your pizza up. We got like 8 pizzas waiting for you right here that you ordered, like that you just ordered." And then she's like, "Oh, okay, what am I doing with that?" And so then I told her, I was like, "You can come pick it up and you can exchange the pizzas. It's our fault. We're sorry. Blah 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 la la la." That's not me cussing in Spanish. That's just me filling in a blank. But anyway, she comes to the restaurant, and then she was like, so she has her pizza and she puts it on the counter, and I kind of knew it was her by the way she looked. She was like kind of older Spanish woman that kind of had the scold on her face, just like she hasn't been treated right when she was young. Like she was a teacher that didn't get an apple. Like she was a kid that didn't get cake. Like she was a fat guy who didn't get to go to the buffet or something. She just had this mean look on her face that I knew like it wasn't gonna go down good. She came down and threw her pizza on the counter, said, "Boo! Here's my pizza." She was like, "Y'all gave it wrong to me. I ordered pepperoni. Y'all gave me cheese." And I was like, "Oh my gosh, this is stupid." First, I thought we didn't deliver to her. Now we do deliver to her, and now somebody gave her the wrong pizza. I was just like, man, this is ridiculous. So she gives me the pizza, and I give her her pizza, and she was like, "Oh, okay." She was like, "Are you new here?" And I was like, yeah," because it was my second week working there, so I was like, yeah." And she was like, "Why do they have you up here if you're new?" I'm like, like in my head, I'm like, okay, we all gotta start from somewhere, Drake. You ever heard of Drake? That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, we all gotta start from somewhere. So I mean, I gotta work my way up. It's not. But what's funny is this whole situation is not my fault. But it just happened to be that I was new, that she just could blame it on me. So she ended up telling me, she was like, "Are you new here?" And I was like, "Yeah." She was like, why do they have you up here if you're new?" I'm like, I mean, I'm not sure. It's just how it works. And she's like, "Well, you shouldn't work here anymore. You should leave. You stupid." And I was like, "Wait, what?" And then she literally like looked me in my face and was like, "Yeah, you should just go." And I was in my head, I'm just like la 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 la. All right, now that was me cussing in Spanish. That's what I was doing in my head. But since it was my second week there, I mean, I don't think I would have said anything even to this day. But since it was my second week there and it was my first job, I was like, "All right, you have a great night, ma'am. You have a great night. You have a great day. You have a great night. You have a great day." On her way out, and then she just frolicked her way out of the store. And then I told my manager, I was like, "You know what this hoochie mama just told me?" And he was like, "What?" I was like, "That's the girl that had all them extra the complications and stuff. She just told me, why do I work here, and I should just leave and go now." And then my manager looked at me and was like, "That is really messed up." Because he didn't see it happening because I didn't tell him. But what's funny is we actually took the pizza that she gave us, and there was a coupon on the top of it that was some type of water park. I don't know, something about splashing. But what ended up happening was the store that delivered to her address wasn't our store. It was a store in the area. So she ordered from us, did 3 pickup orders online, ordered from a different store, and that store ended up giving her the wrong pizza. So it was just a whole bunch of bad luck going on. And what's funny is after that happened, my manager was like, "Yeah, people do that a lot. They have a lot of complications." And that was the start of my history, not only with this lady Maria that asked me why am I even working there, to a whole array of different customers of just a wide range of rudeness and just miscombobulation and craziness. And I got the same lady actually came back and ordered the same thing she did before, and her name was Maria. So anytime I see the name Maria, I'm like, oh, that woman Maria. So she, so she ordered a pepperoni pizza, and she came inside. And when she came inside, I was like, I told my manager, I was like, yeah, this is the Maria that ordered before. And he was like, oh, really? And I was like, yeah. And then he was like, I want to see what she looked like. No, he said, I want to see how she acts, because he wanted to see if she was gonna be rude again. Because then he would have had to tell her, you can't be rude like that. But she ended up coming. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna tell her. I'm gonna tell her that it wasn't my fault. I'm gonna tell her because I feel like she should feel some type of pain, because all the pain and suffering that she put me through. Anyway, it's like that. But I just felt like I had to give her at least a little bit of real, I had to dish out a little bit to get back what I can't get my dignity back. She already took that from me. But dang it, let me get a little bit. So she came in and she got her pizza, and I was like, oh yeah, do you remember, I was like, you remember the last time, in my head I'm like, you remember you called me stupid because you stupid, and we both stupid, but there's no reason for you to call me stupider than you are, because we both. But anyway, so she came in and she said, she no, I was like, hey, do you remember that time where you came in and you thought we gave you the wrong pizza, right? She was like, yeah. And I was like, you remember you called me stupid and all that? She was like, yeah. I was like, well, actually, the pizza came from another store, so it wasn't actually our fault. I was like, the pizza that was here was ready and they were right for you to come pick up. We don't deliver to your address. The store that does deliver to your address delivered to your address and gave you the wrong pizza. That wasn't us. And she was like, oh, okay, I'm sorry. But she looked like one of those people with like, I really do not care. She was like, I could give two poopies about what you think and what you do, because I'm going home satisfied with my pizza, and I'm gonna eat and chill and la 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 to my daughter. So after all that happened, like, this girl Maria is just like crazy. So the next time, next time I see this girl Maria, she comes in and she orders the same thing she does. But she didn't order over the phone first. She actually came in person. And every time I see her, I laugh, and like she like comes in and she knows what she did. So she kind of had like the stuck up face on, like, yeah, I own this thing. Y'all can't say nothing to me. So I'm just like, ah. So she comes in, and then I'm like, okay, what can I get you? She's like, all right, I want my pizza. I want pepperoni pizza. So I'm like, all right, I'll get you pepperoni pizza. So we put it in the oven, and I'm like, all right, it'll be about 5 minutes. She walks in and gets this pizza, and I say, all right, it'll be 5 minutes. This girl, so after the pizza comes out or whatever, she goes outside and she's just chilling, talking to her peoples. There's a laundromat like two doors down in our little shopping center. So I'm thinking, she's gonna go talk to her little homies, talk about how she called me stupid and stuff like that, and how she took my dignity, and she was just gonna come back and get her pizza. But no. Oh, by the way, this is a new move right here. I try to jump back over here, and it said, "Ew, boom." All right, anyway. But she. So I'm thinking she's just gonna walk around a little bit, talk a little bit. 5 minutes. She's gonna come back, and it's gonna be a good time. And it's never a good time with Maria. What she does is she comes back, and literally, and I can quote this exact time because I was sitting there waiting for her to come back. Like, I literally was looking outside to see where she was at, and I couldn't even see her. She comes back in 20 minutes. That's 20. That's 20. 20. 10 plus 10. 2 times 10. 100 divided by 5. Like, 20 minutes. And I said it will be done in 5. 20 minutes she comes back, and she's like, okay, I'm ready for my pizza. And I'm like, okay. So I give her a pizza, and I'm like, here you go, have a nice day. It's never just have a nice day with Maria. No, never. So she opens up the box, and she looks in it, and she's like, this is cold. And I'm like in my head, I'm like, what the hell, what the what the, because after we cooked the pizza, we actually put it under a heating rack so it could actually stay warm before the deliveries and stuff like that. So within the 5 minutes that we made it, it's been under the heat rack for 15 minutes, so it's still basically fresh. And she said it was cold. So I'm like, ma'am, we told you it was gonna be 5 minutes, and and then you come back in 20 and want a remake on a pizza you could have easily just came and picked up and had a nice day, and we could have actually had a good altercation for once in a while. But she says nope. I don't care if it's at 5 minutes. It's cold. What do you expect me to do? Take a cold pizza home and all this other stuff, right? And I'm just like, gosh, all I hear now is blah blah blah, blah blah blah. Like every time I hear Maria now, I'm just like blah 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 blah. Because if she gets under my skin, I will take my foot and I would just like smack it across her la la la's, and then I would take the pizza that she says is cold, then I will put it in the freezer, wait till it's frozen, and then throw the frozen slices at her head. Like brutal. But it's like no, but I wouldn't I wouldn't do that. I'm not that crazy. But anyway, so she comes back and she's like, I want a remake on the pizza, and we're like, oh my gosh. So we're like, all right, it's gonna be ready in 5 minutes. We're like, if you're not back in 5 minutes, I'm sorry, you're gonna be taking a cold pizza home today. Because there's only so much we could do before stuff just goes too far. So she comes back in and she takes her pizza, and it's finally an okay pizza, and she walks out satisfied. It was ridiculous. This is Big Tone Storytime Saturday. Hope you guys have a good time. I'll see you guys next time. BT out.